Hey guys, what's going on? It's MajiinBae. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showcasing a deck that recently made top 16 in the Eternal Open in the hands of Puffball Panda, who has been telling me that this deck's good and that she really likes it for a while now, and I have never tried it. I played Jayce Lux a while ago, but not any time near after rotation happened, so it's been a little bit. But if you're not familiar with this deck, what it does is it plays two champions that care about 6+ mana spells, right? Jayce gives you this beamy thing, and when he's leveled, he doubles stuff, 6-cost spells, and Lux gives you this beamy thing when you cast 6-cost spells. And then you play a bunch of 6-cost spells. Formula being really the card that I think sold this archetype, or like moved it to another level. The deck, as a Demacia deck, kind of suffered with actual draw, and now with Formula, you get it. The Albus Pharos buff was also very nice. It functions as its own like win condition now when it got buffed from deal 1 to deal 3 base on its attack trigger. Just really, really good because you're going to get in spots where you get to play Albus Pharos and your opponent has to remove him before you even get to attack with him. So you can kind of fork your opponent on their turn by keeping up 7 mana, and if they go too low, you play Albus Pharos and you just open attack and win. Really, really good card for the archetype. The rest of it is just 6-cost spells, the best of them in Demacia and PNZ. Some solid units that work well with your stuff. Pharos Financier gets you more spells. Challenger, big Challenger for 2. And then Badger Bear to stop elusives and stuff. The normal removal suite that you'd expect. Mystic Shots, single combats, a couple pump spells, and then Forge Chief. I don't love Forge Chief as a card, but in this deck, it works really, really well. Because you really want to cast Formula or Assembly Line or Shock Blast on turn 3. And what Forge Chief lets you do is it lets you play a unit and still cast one of those on turn 3, because if you strike, you get the mana back. Very, very good in this archetype. But yeah, that's the deck. I do like that I get to copy Formula. I think that's super sick, but I don't like that it's Demacia. So I made myself a delicious beverage, a nice white linen cocktail that I'm very excited to enjoy while we play some Eternal Ladder in preparation for the Open. So let's jump on Ladder, and we'll see how it does. Darkness. Interesting. I have to imagine this matchup's probably pretty decent for us. I'm going to keep Mystic Shot and Forge of Tomorrow. Mystic Shot, very good against Catalyzer. Like, I always keep Mystic Shot against Darkness decks. There is also a Kindred Splash. I wonder if this is 3-2-1, because there's no way you'd ever play less than 3 Vagar. Okay, so this is how this is going to go. If we do well, if we win a lot, it's because I'm a really good player. And that's the only reason. If we don't do well, then it's Puffball Panda's fault.
Give me your malice straight to some doom.
Yep, glad we kept that Mystic Shot for exactly that reason. I like the idea of getting Forge of Tomorrow out in the kind of slower matchups. It gives me like a board presence. And then eventually I'll get to do a bit of like a double spell shenanigan. We won't want to do it with Formula, which is the problem I have. It's like this card was pretty solid, and then Formula came out, and the problem is I want to cast Formula, but you don't get to double refill your spell mana. It doesn't work like that. So I was just kind of wasting resources.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Play another Catalyzer. Sure. I'm not going to let you play Vagar for free. Whew. Okay, let's start with Mage Seeker Persuader.
Guilt is evident.
Now, if our opponent goes something like Soul Harvest...
Shall we, dear wolf?
Oh, Formula. I don't need Challenger, I don't think. Let's just do this and see what happens. Okay. Go ahead and get that out of here. We have plenty of ways to deal with a Vagar. Especially with single combat. A 4-3 is hard for them to deal with like limited resources. Without Vengeance. Let's draw a couple cards. Okay, Jayce leveled. Hey, look, it's Jayce. So let's go Persuader.
Magic.
I'm okay with ending the turn here, I think, right? Like, this goes up to 3, and that's pretty good, but they're wasting some resources, and I got some bangers in my hand. If I played Lux, I won't have enough to do the thing. A 6-cost spell is the thing. But if I play Jayce, I do have enough to do the thing. Okay.
We'll make them pay.
Okay, let's Jayce with Challenger. Now, I believe
Cannon, tested and primed.
our opponent, if they have a Vengeance, will Vengeance Jayce.
Will do, Axel.
If they do, I'll respond with Formula. We'll draw 4 cards. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see a way our opponent's winning this one either. They could have Ruination. I think it would have to specifically be Ruination, or they lose. And they're probably still going to lose. Ooh, Jayce Mirror. Okay. Shadows. This looks like Sentinels. Okay, this is good. This seems suspect. Because the deck plays things like Quietus. And if we're not able to hit with Forge Chief, it's pretty sad.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world.
Let's go, people.
Alright, that's really good. So we get to cast our 6-cost spell on time. Our opponent will try to remove it now that they have Sentinel. But we don't gotta do anything about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna Assembly Line. Assembly Line's really good because it's like Assembly Line and Formula make it so that you could just proactively cast a 6-cost spell. Back in the day, you couldn't really do that. You had to like interact with what your opponent was doing. And so if you wanted to cast a 6-cost spell
Oh,
and your opponent didn't have anything on board, it wasn't very good. Now we have a lot better options. Okay, they're way ahead on mana here, so we want to keep it pretty careful. It might be like a Mage Seeker Persuader, banks a couple mana a turn. I want to bank at least 1. Okay. Persuader.
Their guilt is evident.
You have no alibi. Okay, we have a couple options. What if our opponent's gonna like Tailstones? Okay, so they have Aftershock. If that's their plan, then I want to open Assembly Line and push. Jayce levels. They could Shock Blast a 3/3, 2 3/3s. That's fine. Like, we trade 1 card for 1 card.
Yeah.
Okay, our opponent will have Vengeance and likely things like Piercing Darkness. So 6 mana is the amount we have to like kind of watch out for. Our opponent might pass to try to get a Lux or a Jayce before we get like value off them. And if they do, I'll start with Pharaoh's Financier because it still keeps up the possibility of Jayce. They are behind on board, so they kind of have to do something at some point. Our best draw is probably Formula because we can double up, draw a bunch of cards. Then if you find Albus Pharaohs or Lux, we're kind of in business.
Embrace life.
Expect death.
Okay, I can't play Financier here because we could get hit with Vile Feast killing the 3/3. If I play Jayce and they have specifically Soul Harvest, that sucks. Then we got like punked. I could just Shock Blast. You know what? I'm just gonna shoot him. Why am I overthinking this so hard, right? Let's just do the thing.
Yes, my lord.
That's good news. They're pretty low.
If it's a people problem,
I hear they only are the very best.
5 mana and they get priority. I don't think I want to play Jayce. I think I want to Financier. I think I want to hit up Reggie. I know this is the correct pick. Conceptually, I understand that. But I really want a double progress day with Jayce. So that's what I'm going to take.
Shut up when I can.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
We can't do it next turn. But that's okay. Another Reggie. Love me some Reggie. What do you got? Good Jayce.
Hex-Tech Cannon, tested and primed.
Hey, big man. You ready to get inventing?
Big man.
All day, every day, Reggie.
You have a 6-cost spell?
Replicating the power spike.
You're slamming it? Yep.
Gate is a go.
And I hope you hit lifesteal or you're going to have a really rough time. That is the wrong red keyword. Any challenger? Nope.
Tomorrow has never looked so good.
Hey, big man. You ready to get inventing?
All day, every day, Reggie.
You got it.
Interesting use of tech.
Oh, man. I was supposed to go here, then here. Now the hammer hits Jayce. I want the hammer to hit the Nexus. Watch. What a misplay. Absolute throw on my part. I apologize. I know this is supposed to be like higher level
Now,
play,
that's what I call
and
progress.
that's my fault. Okay, we got fearsomes. Probably missed wraiths. You know what's good against fearsomes? 2 3/3s. Or so I hear. Hey, first time we see Albus. All right, let's try to get this Lux going. So it's probably going to be pass assembly line, pass, Lux, 6-cost spell, Albus. Maybe not Albus. Albus against this, like we're likely going to have to cast another 6-cost spell. Wow, that's a lot of Luxes. Luxi. Whatever the plural form of Lux is. I'm gonna pass. That's a good draw. Maybe. No, they're mostly fearsomes. If they play the miss rate, the 4/3 that makes a dude, then that's a good draw.
Come on,
It's something I can play this turn without throwing off my curve. And for that, it's a good draw. I could have like formed up, but I'm not going to. I might form up Forge Chief to get a block later. Or like form up Lux to get through Nocturne -1. You know what I mean. I just believe there are going to be better uses for this.
The sun is shining.
We should too. Hexsplitterator is good against Nocturne, and that's kind of about it. We don't really want to use it for anything else. Maybe Callista. So it's pretty likely that we'll... Oh, I'll pass, yeah. It's pretty likely that we'll Pharaoh's Financier. One, because I love me some Reggie. And two, there's the Skitterer thing. So we can find a better 6-cost. Like this. Yeah, okay, that's really funny. But nah, we'll take this one.
I help when I can.
Shut up
when I can.
Develop. Ooh, another one, huh? Right, let's kill these two. Get the beam.
Better, brighter than before.
This deck, I know that Fearsomes is not exactly like the highest tier deck, but man, our deck seems really good. Like, not a single one of these games has been even remotely close. I guess technically we can lose. How do we lose? Harrowing? And has to go pretty well for them. It has to be harrowing. That's the only way we could lose, I think. So let's just not lose to harrowing, yeah? Albus is nice, but if I just... Okay, so our opponent's going to get a bunch of skitterers, so I do think we want
I've got your balance
Albus.
books here, Mr. Pharaohs. Show me results.
So if they play Frenzied Skitterer here, then they're playing for harrowing, for sure. Show me results.
Party never ends, nor its spillages.
Could get hate spiked if I attack with Lux, so I just don't do that. Yeah, Albus still does 5 damage. My god. This deck turns the corner very fast.
Progress.
Keep it up.
Alright, let's see what you got. Could be Nocturne into harrowing. That could happen. Wraithcaller. Okay. Now, if they don't have harrowing, they're not going to win this game. That I will tell you for free. Yeah, that's pretty good. Soul Cleave. Yep, so you're going to get a bunch of Mist Wraiths. A board full of Mist Wraiths. Or maybe not. I'll gun it down. Our opponent's getting pretty low. So they do this again into this. And they definitely don't win. Is there anything else we need to worry about? I don't think so.
Hex-Tech Cannon, tested and primed.
So we put Jayce in
Albus,
front of the
you
Skitterer,
wanted to see me?
Forge
Yes.
Chief in front of
I
the
want to see what you're
Wraithcaller. We
doing
take
with the
5. I could block with Lux, I guess. I don't need to.
We're working here. Let's go, people.
Okay, no shot our opponent's playing Ruination. They might play Harrowing. So what I'm supposed to do is open attack, but I really want to show you guys the thing, so I'm going to do this instead. So if I do this,
Interesting use
Jayce
of
copies,
tech.
Lux sees both. It double levels Pharaohs, and I get 2 final sparks. Isn't that cool? Probably not if you're my opponent, but I think it's cool. It's cool when it happens on my side of the board. It's cringe when it happens on my opponents. That's Overwhelm on Albus. Wow, he is like double lethal. We even killed them through Ruination without even playing units. We just like beamed them twice.
Powering up.
$35 damage. Oof. And that's before this. What is Albus doing? 8? 8 on attack? On turn 9? That's fair and balanced gameplay.
Hey, show me that again.
Hey. Show me that again.
Now that's what I call progress.
Oh, that's a Howling Abyss deck. This looks like the Howling Abyss Nasus Bonk deck. No, 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 no. I was gonna say we want Lux. Forge Chief's pretty good because they can't like stop it. Right? There's no like pings or quietus or
Come on,
anything.
people. Let's make tomorrow today.
We don't have any 6-cost spells though, but that's where Reggie comes in.
Keep it up.
And I love me some Reggie. Don't know if you guys know that. Don't mind if I do.
Let's get to work. Coming through.
Let's play Badger Bear. Don't don't really see any reason not to develop. We're not really doing a ton yet. We need a pretty good Reggie hit. You know what? I'm gonna push damage. I'm gonna threaten 8. This deck can struggle to deal with things that go wide.
Watch your backs.
It doesn't play Avalanche because that would kill its own Auction and stuff. I recoup my spell mana investment.
You've
Put up
got
Sivir.
a problem, I've got a price.
What do we get? Okay. All 3 of these are funny cards. This is really good with Lux. This is just really good. I'm so far away from casting it. I guess not really, right? I'll take Champion
If it's a
Strength.
people problem,
I'm
I'm
your
your
man.
man.
So we
Business
lose
as
Reggie to
usual.
Sivir. Or not. Maybe we don't. I shouldn't have... No, I still should have played him, because our opponent could just pass. Hex Blitz, good card. Let's play Lux, see what happens.
Wherever I go, the light follows.
We have a nice little barrier in case our opponent just open attacks on her. Okay, there's the bonk. Yeah, we're going to let Sivir get crazy. Then we can pass. We'll barrier Lux. Then on our turn, we can Champ Strength. I should have taken the 8 mana
It's
card.
a living.
It's just funnier. Don't make me Hex Obliterator just to get the level up. It wouldn't kill... The beam wouldn't... Oh, okay, it would kill Sivir. Okay, let's see what happens. Because I might do that. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'll take the pass. I really just want to open Champ Strength.
Must be nice living off stolen coin.
Oh, fine. Twist my arm, why don't you?
I've been hiding my light too long.
Guess if you're gonna make me kill your board. This is just so good. Like, Champion Strength gets a bit foiled by just like a Rite of Negation or something. This is just so insane. I get to open attack for lethal. Like,
You'll pay.
then if they live, I got Champ Strength on their turn for the rally. Lux again, huh? Entomb? Freeze. Surely nothing bad happens.
Keep it up.
Surely nothing bad happens now that I have 9 mana. That's so funny. I hit and just get to Champ Strength them. Oh my god.
Would it help if I apologize?
It's like game 4. We're only 20 minutes into the video. Okay, Plaza Guardian. Spooky deck. Keep a Badger Bear. 4/4 is pretty good. Kind of hard for them to deal with early. Well, it's likely that we just go pass formula. I probably should have mulliganed to Badger Bear. I don't know. I just see a 3 mana 4/4 and I'm like, wow, that's a big unit. Oh, how about another one? Ooh. If our opponent doesn't really do much on 3, we just want a formula because we don't want to give them like free targets, basically. Okay. Same thing. I'll just formula 2. Will I? Nay. Shall not. Let's build a board. We can put 12 power things on the board, which is pretty alright. But our opponent has 7 mana. Lots of stuff they can do. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of just curving out. Like, do this. We could play Lux on 5, because they're going to have to spend a lot of mana to deal with this. Play Lux on 5 with Barrier, and then boom, we just start beaming him. With beams. If that wasn't clear enough. You don't want to give the Plaza Guardian deck a ton of time. Okay.
Watch out! Suppose you want
Because if you let it get to like turn
Well, that is what I
7
pay you for.
rather relatively unmolested, it's going to beat you. You like they're just going to combo off on you and you're going to die. Oh, Blade's Edge, nice. They were able to handle that really well.
Get out!
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, that was a good turn for them. To be fair, it was a pretty decent turn for me too. But they got a lot of resources left over. Okay, Forge of Tomorrow. Really want them to just use resources so I can Lux. Okay. Well, they don't have a unit, which makes like a lot of the sputtering hits not very good. Some of them are obviously still very good. How many cards do you have in hand? 9? Okay. So I can't just like threaten to burn a card if you pass. Probably still just play Lux. Now they can't kill Lux.
Everywhere I go, the light follows.
They might be able to bounce her if they took something like Quicken. Looks like nope, they did not. And then, yeah, we are just going to open. What up, Jayce?
A beacon in battle.
Okay. I would like 4 damage, please.
Better. Brighter than before.
And then if we are able to get Jayce on board and get priority at any point in time, we probably just win. Because we just go Jayce Shock Blast. Right? Oh, it's getting kind of low.
Going to the light.
By holding this, we're not really stopping our opponent from playing anything. This deck doesn't use unit mana very much. Basically just for the champions. Plaza Guardians are going to end up being 0.
No need to make a name for
Brighter
myself.
than before.
Just an impression.
Send it.
I hear you, Zon. Now you're about to hear me.
Yeah. It's kind of spooky.
Don't have to be sharp to make a point.
Gotta play something. Do I just Shock Blast? Yeah, I like that. Let's just Shock Blast. Without the Plaza Guardians out or Rally, someone's here and my dogs are not happy about it. Without the Plaza Guardians out and like Samira rallying, likely not going to die this turn. That's a pretty good start for them. I don't think they can pass. I don't think they can just let me have a turn. Okay, if our opponent goes iterative, they have 7/7, we block those out. We block these 3.
I
Oh, boo. But they can't use it. I'm just going to play Jayce.
Hex-Tech Cannon, tested and primed.
Let me know if you still want them sides.
With the plan of just going bop bop
Will do, Axel.
on open, right? Just chump.
Come on, then.
They're probably dead. You never know. There could always be some shenanigans.
Interesting use of tech.
Thank you. I think we got it. That's a good sign. Rummage likely not going to do anything. It would need to be like sputtering, right?
Here we go.
I did it again! It's been too long since I played Jayce. I just like it when the hammer hits the nexus. It's very satisfying for me. Especially when it's lethal, and I messed it up.
Gonna mark today down as a success.
Whatever. All right, that's the deck. I meant to play it a little bit longer, but we went through like 5 matches in like 30 minutes, so we're just gonna cut it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was a convincing showing, let's say. So I might have to put in some more reps with this, maybe see if I want to fit it into my open lineup. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out. If you want to hang out on the stream, it's TFT this week and next because of the Box Challenge. So come say what's up. Thank you guys so much for coming. See you next time.